Hey y'all, RX guy here, and I wanted to do another a follow-up field test for the RX10 II. This is the Sony RX10 II. At the time of posting this, it just came out, and this camera does have 4K video capabilities, 4K 30 frames per second, and unlike the smaller brother of the RX10 II, the RX100 Mark IV, which I've also reviewed, if you check out that camera, you'll know, and I mentioned it over and over within the video, it's plagued by 5-minute 4K video duration. So that may not be a problem for everyone, but that wasn't really a problem for me. The problem I had, it did seem to overheat, unfortunately, the RX100 IV. But for still photos and very brief video clips, you may like the smaller size of the RX100 Mark IV. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you some more with the RX10 Mark II that I have right here, which this has won me over. I mean, this is my field camera, and just both from a video and photo perspective. So what I'm going to do is walk around and get some still photos, and when I snap these photos, check the link within this video's description. You'll be able to see, I'm going to feature the photos that I snap of this environment. Right now I've got a truck and I've got a Phantom 3 drone. I'm going to snap some close-ups. So check the link within this video's description and you can see those in their full detail and decide what you think about the still photo quality. And then also, as part of this presentation, I've got one tripod with me, but what I'm going to do is put this on the tripod and do some, one of the cool features about this camera is the panoramic feature. And if you use that, you can get some really cool panoramics without having to go into post and stitch everything together. So that's another cool feature. Obviously the slow motion, and that's something I plan to test if I can find some things out here that would be suitable for slow motion testing. That's one of the features that really has drawn a lot of people to the RX10 II. And another thing, this right here, see how this is smooth and it doesn't make a sound? But if I turn click on, now it's got a click to it. So the ability, because obviously this lens is fixed to the camera, you cannot swap this lens out with another one. I mean, what you have is what you get. And I have no complaints there, because this is a very, in my opinion, a very high-end Carl Zeiss lens. But the ability to turn the click on and off is great for video if you don't want that noise to appear within your, to be audible within your video. And some other cool features that I'm going to mention are it's got a HDMI out, also got a USB port where you can download your photos, charge your camera. That's particularly useful because if you're out in the field and you're using maybe a solar panel that has a USB port, or a battery bank that has USB, it's a convenient way to recharge your camera off the grid. Also has a headphone jack and a microphone jack, and then the best thing, in my opinion, is the top part here, the hot shoe, the Sony proprietary hot shoe. And I can actually attach the same mic that I'm using to film this video with on the AX100. It's a stereo Sony mic. I can attach it to this, so it just provides a lot of added functionality. And the other thing that I wanted to say it uses, and if you're doing 4K, you definitely need to use a high-speed memory card. This one is I think this, yeah, 150 meg per second. Again, check the link within this video's description. You can find that there, but you'll need that for the faster write speeds that the 4K 100 meg per second requires. One gripe that I do have about, and this isn't a complaint, one gripe that I do have about this camera is, see the articulating, or the display on the back? You can pop it out to there and you can pop it up. That's as far up as it'll go, so you can't see it in front of the camera if you're doing face on video. But what is cool is that it'll fold down, so if you're kind of doing over the head, you can see what's going on. Not an issue there, but just something to be aware of. What I use, and you could obviously use an HDMI field display if you wanted to see what's going on in front of the camera. But what I use, and check out my other video, check the link within this video's description, you can find the video there. But I use an app. There's an app you can download for your smartphone. I use iPhone 6 Plus. Basically pair it with your camera, and it becomes a handheld. You can see it's basically an LCD equivalent, and you have the ability to stop and start the video recording, which is really beneficial if you're doing face on video stuff and you don't have a camera crew with you. It's a way to make sure you're in frame and and a way to stop and start that recording. So all in all, a super high quality camera. I also like something that the RX100, because you know it has a lens that just pops in and out. An advantage to this for me, well, number one, it came with a lens hood, which I felt was nice, but I can attach 62mm filters on it. Now for today's test, all that I'm going to be using, and it's a high quality UV haze filter, is a B&W, and again it's in this video's description as well, but that's all that I've got on it today. So you'll be able to really see the detail. Let's go ahead and get some still photos here, and I'm going to talk through this as I snap these photos, so that when you check the link within this video's description and you look at the photos, they'll be easy to identify and you'll know that's what I shot while I was on camera. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a close-up of this drone in this orange case here. Just doing this in auto mode, obviously. Auto right there. One of the cool features about this camera is the viewfinder, the electronic viewfinder, and it's even got it's a level type thing. So if I tilt the camera, you know, it'll be pretty good estimation as to whether or not the shot's level. I don't see that on the main display. That's something I'm going to research, see if I can enable that. But even in bright sun like I've got today, the representation of what you're shooting within this electronic viewfinder is phenomenal. It's the best I've ever seen. So we're going to get a picture of this case now. So I got a picture of the case from this side. Now I'm going to get a picture of this tail light. And then there's a glass of water over here with ice cubes in it. Get a picture of that. So check out those photos. I mean, again, I don't consider myself to be a professional photographer or videographer, and I'm an auto mode kind of guy, but I feel the results are pretty good. So check out those pictures I just snapped, and check out my other videos. I got a lot of video tests, and this camera, for me, this is definitely one that, you know, unless something tragic happens and makes my opinion change, it's my favorite field camera at this point in time. Again, it's the RX10 Mark II. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to youtube.com/irixguy. Y'all have a good day.